appreciate you all being here. You know, when we started AEW 3 years ago, it was out in that parking lot. And I know a lot of you were here at the very beginning, out there, at the very beginning. Well, it was about 17 years before that, another wrestling company started, a wrestling company known as ROH, Ring of Honor. And I've been a fan of Ring of Honor for a long time, a huge fan. So you can imagine I'm very excited because today I signed a deal. I just became the new owner of Ring of Honor. Shane's not here. There's no Shane. It's me. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Ring of Honor, 20 years ago, last week, they launched with an Era of Honor, one of the biggest events they ever had. And the first show, the Era of Honor begins. The main event, you were there? Well, you know who else was there and he was out in the parking lot? Christopher Daniels. He's an AEW original. He's a Ring of Honor original. He's been there for the start of both companies. And the man he wrestled, neither one of them won that night in the main event, and it's been eating both of them up for 20 years. The man he wrestled is here tonight, and it's the man who's gonna wrestle Jon Moxley at Revolution for the first time ever in Daly's Place. Ladies and gentlemen, and it's been eating both of them up for 20 years. The man he wrestled is here tonight, and it's the man who's gonna wrestle Jon Moxley at Revolution for the first time ever in Daly's Place. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Wow, Tony.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. What's going on, everybody? I just want to let you know, guys, that I have got home from my other work, and I will be live tonight after AEW Dynamite. And I really just want to say to everybody, all the fans, that Joe Cronin will be live tonight after AEW. Are you ready? Oh my God, dude. It's like I can't help but make fun of this, but at the same time, like, I do love Tony Khan, but this is just funny.
Honor, one of the biggest events they ever had. And the first show, the Era of Honor begins. The main event, you were there? Well, you know who else was there? And he was out in the parking lot.
You know, if you just slow Tony Khan's voice down, it sounds like he's hammered. If you just slow Tony Khan's voice down, he sounds like he's fucking wasted. By the way, again, I love Tony Khan. I really do. I love AEW. I love Tony Khan. I love Ring of Honor. So this is great. But, I mean, it's just too funny. He's hammered.
Christopher Daniels. He's an AEW original. He's a Ring of Honor original. He's been there for the start of both companies. And the man he wrestled, neither one of them won that night in the main event, and it's been eating both of them up for 20 years. The man he wrestled is here tonight, and it's the man who's gonna wrestle Jon Moxley at Revolution for the first time ever in Daly's Place. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Oh my God, bro, I love it. I'm gonna pass out before I even start the review. I can't even do the review after this, bro. I'm gonna die. Dude, there's like 17 women in the audience just filed a rape allegation against him just for that speech. He didn't even do anything wrong, really. But I guarantee you there was like, I mean, You know, AEW is supposed to be the sort of SJW woke promotion, right? They're supposed to be the woke ones. You know, Star Trek Picard Season 2 comes on tonight at midnight or 3 a.m. on my side of the world. And, you know, they're supposed to, I mean, I hope it's not woke and fully SJW bullshit, but AEW is supposed to be the woke place. I mean, aren't these the people that are worried about microaggressions and shit like that? Aren't you the ones that are worried about microaggressions? What the fuck were these kind of aggressions, bro? Can you imagine if Ben Shapiro went to a college and instead of talking like Ben Shapiro talks, whether you like him or you hate him or whatever, you know, he's a little sniveling little fuck, but he's pretty smart, you know, but when he speaks, imagine when I speak like this, and then I speak like that, and then I speak like this to you, and you speak like that, and then what if I blah, 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 and then, like, sometimes people are like, oh my God, that's a microaggression, ah! He's like, no, it's simply just the way I speak. It's not a microaggression. I'm up here speaking, and I'm not really trying to aggress at anybody. I'm just speaking words. No, what you did is a microaggression. Well, if that's a fucking microaggression, what the fuck is this? I mean, this is goddamn.
AEW original.
I mean, there are some SJWs that think what he did here apparently is attempted murder. I mean, this might have been considered attempted murder by some weird millennial. Or I guess technically I'm a millennial. Actually, I looked at the chart the other day. I thought I was Generation X or Z or something like that. But whatever, I guess I'm a millennial. Whatever that is. Whatever the fuck. But you know what I mean? Like there's some 20-year-old out there that thinks that he just raped them. Like there's somebody out there who quit their job tomorrow, will not go to work because of Tony Khan's facial expressions here. Thank God Tony Khan's not white, because if he was white, then they really would have had a problem. They would have passed out and died probably. Because goddamn it, this isn't, bro. If like I don't know, bro. I'm not saying that Tony Khan looks like Frankenstein. I'm just saying, man, if there's anybody out there shooting a Frankenstein movie coming up, I mean, you might want to think about it. Or a drunk person. Man, let me tell you, we're gonna go all the way. I mean, the guy is Tony Khan is. I'll tell you what, he woke me up because I started AEW and I'm like, here we go. What's the big announcement gonna be? You know, I gotta be honest, guys. I got home right in time to see it. I actually got home. That's right. I worked like 10 hours today for nothing, by the way, because I didn't sell a thing. So it was fun driving around, wasting $60 of gas for nothing. So that was great. And but I did get home 15 minutes before AEW started, which allowed me to pour a drink, hug a couple of kids, run down here, and the first thing I see on my TV is, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna do. Like, so, I mean, what a beautiful thing to see, you know. And Ring of Honor has been purchased by Tony Khan, which is great, right? I mean, I guess. So, hey, I'm glad that, you know, that Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor so we can keep these, you know, the memories of Ring of Honor, you know, to be honest, alive, which is what we've all really hoped for, you know, to keep Ring of Honor alive. We've wanted the library. We've wanted the libraries of Ring of Honor. It's been a big thing that we've asked for and looked for. And so I'm happy we're going to get that, because that has been a huge deal that I've been worried about. So,
yeah,
that's going to be cool.
We got a new subscriber, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Freak out because JD King just subscribed to the channel. He's snapping into a Slim Jim. And then you know what JD King is doing? Yeah, you see, JD King is masturbating on the side of the road in front of people. And he's probably gonna be in trouble. And he's probably gonna have to go to a halfway house with a guy named Keith, maybe. Yeah, snap into it.
Thank you, JD King, for subbing to the channel, man. What's up, man? How you doing? What up, Tony Khan? How you been, man?
Time, a huge fan, so you can imagine I'm very excited because today I signed a deal.
Today I signed a deal.
Just became the new owner of Ring of Honor.
I R. Did he say rated R? I just became the owner of Ring of Honor. And then he looks. Oh my God, bro! I can't deal with this shit. I gotta be honest, this was awesomely entertaining for all the right and wrong reasons at the same time. God, I give it to Tony Khan for entertaining me here, being very bizarre. I love it. It's like I'm laughing at it in a way, but a lot like loving it at the same time.
Shane's not here. There's no Shane. It's me. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor 20 years ago, last week, they launched with an era of honor.
And now, what I like to do is bring out our newest signee to Ring of Honor. Right now, he's a man who was in the back with me having a couple of drinks, and he had a good time with me. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest signing to AEW. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, coming out to the ring. He's also drunk and drove here. The charismatic Enigma, Jeff Hardy! Riding on the wall. Whoa. I can't believe it. Can you guys believe it? My God! Right after Tony Khan announces that he's purchased Ring of Honor, now here comes apparently the man that Tony Khan said he was drinking with right before he came out here tonight. Jeff Hardy! Jeff Hardy's All Elite! Oh, and he looks really just as even, well, he said he was drinking. I mean, they're both drinking, I guess. Jeff Hardy. I almost said Jeff Harvey. I guess Tony's going to say something. Jeff, if you want to say something, Jeff, to this crowd right now, I know we're both inebriated, but they've been waiting all day to hear what you have to say. Go ahead, Jeff, and talk to them. I just want to tell all you guys that I'm here with Tony. My brother brought me here, and we're going to do it for y'all. Yeah! Wow, Jeff Hardy and Tony Khan apparently getting together over drinks earlier today, and then drove to the arena to make this huge announcement at AEW. Dynamite is back after this, folks. We'll be right back. I don't know what we're going to do after that huge announcement by Jeff Hardy and Tony Khan, but we'll figure it out when we get back. What's going to happen next on Dynamite? I mean, that would have made it even better, wouldn't it have? Maybe Jeff Hardy's going to Ring of Honor. Ever think about that? Shit bum.
The name on that Ring of Honor contract reads McMahon, but it reads Shanae McMahon.
Yeah, Shanae McMahon. I don't know if you meant to write Shanae McMahon, but whatever. It's pronounced it Shanae McMahon, which is I think the wrong color. But well, hey, whatever. It's a McMahon, and take the names of the white man.
DWELSH, thank you so much, my friend. What's going on? I hope you hit that like button. If you guys are watching me right now, make me feel sexy and hit that like button down below. Get me to 100 likes at least. Joe, you can make fun of Tony Khan anytime, but you'll never be rich like him or hired. I mean, I know that. I mean, that's why I'm making fun of him, because what is he going to be like? Oh, I saw that Joe Cronin guy. Now I'm not going to hire him. Yeah, I don't think so. He never was going to hire me. His lead commentator guy, Excalibur, said the N-word like 7 times to people everywhere, so that doesn't matter. Sammy Guevara is featured as the TNT champion, said he'd like to rape a woman and corner her in WWE and rape her and all kinds of weird shit. So, yeah, it's really not about that. They don't care. If they like you, they'll hire you. They don't give a shit what you said, so that's not a big deal. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm just not going to be hired because my life sucks and I deserve to get in a car accident. And maybe that will happen tomorrow, and you guys will read about it, and you'll say, that's funny. Joe was always making fun of Jeff Hardy for drinking and driving, and yet Joe dies in an actual car accident sober. So that's funny. Or even funnier, maybe I'll be killed by a drunk driver. You never know, man. I haven't been in an accident since 2004, and even that accident was just a little bump on the bumper and was nothing. So 2022 looking like a good time for a nice big fucking head-on collision out there on the highway. And we'll see if I can get in one tomorrow. And if I do, you'll be smiling, Jumper. You'll be pretty happy.
You donated $50.
Whoa!
I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50. You donated $50, motherfucker, boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Boring show 5/10. Only segment that actually kept my attention was CM Punk getting hung by the collar while MJF used Punk's entire promo from 2005.
MJF used Punk's entire promo from 2005, really? What promo was that? Was it on TV? Wow. Damn, Soundwave. Thank you so much for the $50 dono. That's a bombshell of a dono, man. Thank you so much, man. What up to the Soundwave 92, baby? How you been, man? Soundwave 92. I don't think anybody's going to top that. The new Monetize This championship is on its way, folks. The wait is over. The wait is over. SITH NEGAN has delivered an amazing championship belt that is on its way. And it is fire. I haven't been able to pay attention to almost anything the last few days because my new life with how everything's working, I'm trying to figure it out. But thank you for the bomb. Soundwave 92. Thank you, man. These pictures of the Monetize This championship are absolutely unbelievable.
Stupid old man. I'm a snake. The greatest thing the devil ever did was make you people believe he didn't exist. And you're looking at him right now. I am the devil himself, and all of you stupid, mindless people fall for it. You all believe it.
You stupid old man. I'm a snake. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist. And this Sunday at Revolution, I'm gonna show you and all these mindless sheep that I am the devil himself.
That was awesome. Awesomely done. Beautifully done. I mean, dude, that was a phenomenal segment. A wonderful segment, a phenomenal segment. That was the best part of AEW tonight, no doubt about it. I would say Tony Khan's announcement was number 2 because it was just funny. And then I would say, the tag team battle royal, was pretty good too, but it was very long for it to get down to the Young Bucks, I thought. So I thought that was a bit long, but, I sort of understand why. It was fun. It was pretty fun. It was all right. But, unfortunately, besides the MJF Punk stuff, which I thought was about a 9 out of 10, I'd give the Punk MJF stuff probably should be an 8.5 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. It was really well done. So great. That was my favorite thing of the night. Tony Khan's announcement was hilariously stupid, so I'd give that a 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. And then the Battle Royal was like, 7, 6 out of 10 type of thing. But the rest of the night was very lackluster. The night actually went by fast, kind of, for me. I felt the night went by fast without not a lot of substance from beginning to end. So I would probably give, tonight's show is going to be a rough one to rate for me. I may be in a bad mood, maybe, but the show didn't really spark me up. But I did really perk up during that CM Punk MJF segment. I thought that was really good. Great stuff. We thought that would happen last week. We mentioned that, like, they're setting up for the reason why they're trying to give you this MJF thing is because next week he's going to do something insanely horrific. I mean, we said that last week. I think many of you agreed. I said it last week. That's why it felt weird, and we were like, I don't know about this. But let's talk about how CM Punk bled. I mean, dude, this guy got busted wide open. I mean, you talk about busted open. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about that shitty show with that guy who fondles men's dicks and the other guy who can't satisfy Velvet Sky. I'm talking about, like, CM Punk got busted wide open, bro. I mean, he's bleeding all over the place. He looks like he's hung. There's blood everywhere. It's gushing out of his blood. I mean, this lady at the timekeeper, I hope she wasn't pregnant because he was bumping the table into her stomach. You know what I mean? She's sitting at ringside. Now, maybe she's not pregnant. Maybe she just got a balloon in there. But, so I hope that's the case. Hopefully she's just, likes to eat cupcakes. But CM Punk beats the shit out of, or rather MJF beats the shit out of CM Punk. He's dripping blood, man. He's dripping blood all over the place. He looks like fucking Putin's goddamn soldiers right now. And, I thought this was well done. I enjoyed it. But, again, other than that, Wardlow got slapped to hell tonight. I did enjoy, the opening match was kind of nice. I thought it was a nice opening match. Christopher Daniels, Bryan Danielson. That was nice. I still can't believe Christopher Daniels' eye looks like that. I had no idea. I had heard recently that he said he still has problems. And I didn't know, and I've kind of forgotten, what that is. I gotta say that I enjoyed it for the most part, and I really love Christopher Daniels. I thought him and Daniel Bryan were pretty good tonight. Can someone tell me why Keith Lee is like a retarded person? Like, I just want to know why Keith Lee acts like a weird person. It's not just WWE. He did it in NXT, but it wasn't, for some reason, it wasn't as bad. Why does he do that? Like, let's talk about Keith Lee, because I thought this was a WWE problem. I really believed it was a WWE problem.
A fair warning, if you show up on Rampage, you may not make it to Revolution. And I'm just trying to be a good brother and give you the heads up, all right? So, I'll see you when I see you.
And I will be there.
And I will be there. What is that?
Man, on
low all the time, and it's tough
What
getting
is that?
back up.
Wipeout, all new Tuesdays at 9 on TBS and the app.
Back on Dynamite with Limitless. Keith Lee was qualified for the Face of the Revolution ladder match coming up on Sunday. But before then, on Rampage Live on Friday, you have a tune-up match.
Greetings and salutations. Enough of this. That's twice you've interrupted me, and if there's a third Ricky Starks, there will be none of you left to interrupt me.
None of me. Hey, man, I'm just here to let you know Rampage is Stark's country.
And I'm the president.
And with that being said...
Yo, Hobbs. Dude, Hobbs looks like the version... Hobbs looks like the guy from Don't Be a Menace to South Central. If he started doing steroids and got, and he stopped doing drugs and he wore overalls. Man, you got any cheeseburgers, man? I got these cheeseburgers, man. I suck your dick. Like, that's what Hobbs looks like if that guy got in shape, took steroids, and wore blue overalls. I love it. Hey, man.
I just want to give you a fair warning. If you show up on Rampage, you may not make it to Revolution. And I'm just trying to be a good brother and give you the heads up.
Man, listen to these guys. Look at this. We got Hobbs in the back. A respected brother, right? We got Keith Lee, a proud black man. And we got this FTW champion who's, he's a white guy. But, these guys are doing pretty good here, except for Keith Lee at the end.
All right? So, I'll see you when I see you.
And I will be there.
Oh, my God. Please tell me that was live. Like, if it was live, I get it. You didn't, you said the line, but it was live, so what are you going to do? You delivered it weird, but what are you going to do? But if that was taped, fuck whoever allowed that to be taped. If that's taped, whoever let that go is got a problem. Hey, man, Keith, I love you, brother, but you know what? That was lame. And if we air that, you're going to look like a fucking idiot. So we're not going to air that. So, Keith, let's do that again. But this time, Keith, what I want you to say is anything else but that. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there to beat your ass. And the sad thing for him is that I'm going to be there. And I'll be ready. All that would have been better than I'm going to be there.
Up on Rampage.
What did he say again?
Make it to Revolution. And I'm just trying to be a good brother and give you the heads up, all right? So, I'll see you when I see you.
And I will be there.
I'll see you when I see you.
And I will be there.
Jesus Christ.
And I will be there. Salutations. Hey, Keith, will you be there to bring Boo Boo with you?
Bro, where'd you get your education? A dumpster fire, bro? I mean, like, what's going on with you?
And I will be there. And I will be there.
And I will be there. And I will be there.
And I will be there.
And I.
And I will be there.
And I will be there. And I will be there. Bro, I mean, dude, why does he talk like this? I hate how he talks. Let's just be honest. Powerhouse Hobbs is better. I'd rather listen to him say anything or do anything. The way Hobbs is staring at Keith Lee is more interesting.
Revolution ladder match coming up on Sunday. But before then...
Also, can we also talk about why Tony Schiavone... Like, I'm trying to think of what he looks like. And I'm not trying to make fun of someone's looks, because I actually think Tony Schiavone looks good. I like what he looks like. I mean, he's got hair. I don't have hair. He can grow a beard, kind of. I can't do that. He's, I look like shit. I'm going bald. He's not going bald, really, except for in the front a little bit. But he looks, like, really pretty good, right? Like, I'm ugly. I'm a loser who's ugly who's on YouTube. You know what I mean? I drove 10 hours around today for no reason and made no money, and I paid a bunch of gas, and now I'm in the hole. Then I paid for lunch. So he's sitting on TV with a TBS microphone, probably with $1 million in the bank account or something. Probably has a degree in something. I don't. What do I have a degree in? Being a loser idiot? So I'm not trying to say that I'm better than Tony Khan at all. I'm an idiot. Tony Khan's great. I mean, Tony Schiavone, rather. Oh, Tony Khan, too. Tony Khan's fucking really rich. Wonder why all these people are really rich, and Tony Schiavone is probably rich, too. But he looks like an owl who was rectally penetrated against his will and then grew out all the hair he could. Then thought for a second he was going to be gay, so he got an earring. But then he was like, nah, I think I'm going to stay with my wife. Fuck it. But I'm miserable and I masturbate to men. And I need these glasses to see more than 2 inches in front of me. And then I'm going to grow my hair out to seem younger. But I definitely look like an owl who's being raped right now, unwillingly, by somebody else. And when I go home, I watch men, but I don't tell my wife about it. Because I can't tell her the secret that I'm bisexual. But it's okay to be bisexual, so it's not a problem. But it's like he can't say that it's okay, so he probably needs counseling for it. Like a counselor to say, Tony, you have to be who you are. You need to tell your wife this and explore yourself. You know? And he's like, no, I can't do it. And so he goes home and he watches, watches guys with skateboards naked, finger bang, to Mary Poppins in the background. Like all the music from the original Mary Poppins. And he watches naked men skate around a skate park on skaterboy.com. Got to be 18 plus. But, as the men go up and down with the skateboards, but they're naked, so their sausages are swinging around. They're going up the half pipe, half erect. And Tony Schiavone is like, oh boy. That's what he says. He likes to say that a lot when he's watching it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And, one of the reasons why he's so sad recently is because he used to share some of these videos with Pat Patterson. But ever since Pat Patterson's passed away, he hasn't had a friend to sort of, review the boys and the skaters. And so now he's sort of stuck alone doing it. And even the guy who's in Max Caster, who's his tag team partner, who, he doesn't understand it, so he can't even talk to him. The only person that Tony Schiavone's been able to confide in is Sonny Kiss. But Tony Schiavone is worried that he's going to try to explore his sexuality with Sonny Kiss. And Sonny Kiss is actually kind of willing to help, but he can't because he doesn't want Tony Schiavone to cheat on his wife because Sonny Kiss is a good person, and Sonny Kiss knows Tony has a wife. And Sonny Kiss probably wouldn't do it unless Tony said, my wife said it's okay, to have whatever, and maybe have a three-way or explore things and stuff like that. So their whole relationship is just strange. Like even sometimes Tony Schiavone kind of pats Sonny Kiss on the back a little too much and looks, and things like that. And it's sort of this thing like, I got a crush on you. And Sonny Kiss isn't really into Tony Schiavone's type exactly, like older white men with lots of hair and stuff. But it's like, Sonny Kiss like sort of feels like he could be the one to sort of guide Tony Schiavone into this sexual exploration. And so he kind of like would hook up with Tony Schiavone. Not out of pity or anything, but just sort of out of like curiosity to help, almost like a teacher. But also does kind of love Tony in that way and would, kind of would go for that fling and try it out. But Schiavone can't do it because, again, like I said, he's got a family and he's not willing to take that kind of that step. So, he's got the earring. He's growing the hair now to try to do something different to make himself less attractive. He feels if he covers up his face, it will cover up the look of, drooling over the other men's asses in the locker room and stuff like that. So, it's a touchy situation. And honestly, it may take a tragedy or something like, Tony Schiavone's family in some kind of a camping accident or something for him to be lonely later on and not have anybody he's tied to and feel, I'm going to explore this. And, he will be sad after he's finished climaxing and feel that he's betrayed his family, his widowed, his wife who's gone now. But, he'll do it because, you do things like that. He's going to explore those urges finally. Or if his family, lives and doesn't perish in some horrific accident, God forbid, I hope that doesn't happen, then, he'll just keep going on this way, sort of being angry at himself and angry that he's unable to explore these feelings. And he'll probably take it out every once in a while. Usually he takes it out on women. He can't do it to his wife because he just loves her so much, but he will take it out on other women, like at the supermarket, things like that. They're shopping and they're scanning all the items, and then Tony Schiavone's kind of like, will you just fucking hurry up already? And then the woman's like, excuse me, and he's like, And he's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. And then she's like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. And then he cries later and stuff like that. So anyway, it's a whole thing. We could go into it, but let's just let's get back to the review because we've really gone off track here into diagnosing Tony Schiavone. It's okay though. It'll be all right.
Well, what do you know? We got ourselves a new member.
Alex Oli becoming a member. What up, bro? How you doing? Look at his look, how he looks. Exactly. I can tell how he looks. Alex Oli, thanks for becoming a member, sir. Alex Oli going full. And thank you to Caveman Austin, who became a member as well. Thank you, Caveman. Here it comes. Alex Oli, 7 months. Thank you.
Well, what do you know? We got ourselves a new member.
That's right, WWE 2K.
And I got a member in my pants.
A huge announcement. WWE 2K has put Joe Cronin Show in it forever. Caveman Austin, thank you, my friend. What's up? If you guys didn't see it in the Create a Wrestler section, Joe Cronin Show is featured as they show clips of what you can be as a technician, and the Joe Cronin Show sign is there. Amazing. We're in the video game. I'm going to live forever!
My name is KANE and I'm donating.
Oh my God, it's a Glenn Jacobs tweet.
Buying Raw is a big deal, but a lot of questions come up. Where is the library gonna be played on? Cause right now it's worthless. What is gonna happen with the Sinclair TV deal?
I don't know.
Please no brand split like WWE. People don't know what they are talking about.
Harry Steve, I think that Ring of Honor is going to just basically do this partnership with AEW since Tony owns it, and I think he's going to run it possibly on the Sinclair network. I'm not really sure, almost like a real brand split as opposed to WWE's. Harry Steve, thank you, man. I'm going to go into that more in a second, but right now, real quick, Harry Steve, thanks for the donation. Harry Steve and everybody else, take a look at it. It is the brand new Monetize This Championship, and it's on its way right now as we speak. Look at this. Actually gold-plated. Unlike the other belt, this is really gold-plated, all right? It's not a ton of gold, but it's a little bit of gold, and it's really gold. So it's coming. Monetize This no-holds-barred champion. It's going to be unbelievable. Monetize This championship belt. The JCS logos look phenomenal. SITH NEGAN has delivered us a unbelievable championship belt that's on its way right now, and I can't wait to present it to somebody. Now, will Pure Country remain Monetize This champions with this weird, so almost terroristic takeover by Joe Compton and who's the Renegade, and of course Tex, the Monetize This champion? Will the next time that belt goes on the line it's not going on the line until about around after WrestleMania time, will they end up acquiring this belt as well and keeping all the championships, basically unifying it? Or will somebody else win the title, the brand new title, for the first time? It's going to be interesting to present it to somebody. So look forward to that. Anyway, going back to the donation by Harry Steve. Harry, thanks, man, for supporting the channel. And thanks to everybody who went to Patreon today and re-upped your Patreon shit. Obviously, this is a day of anxiety for me as it's the second of the month and all the Patreon charges go through or don't go through, and then I wonder what I'm going to have on Patreon. So thank you guys to everybody who re-upped $5, $2 a month, $1 a month, $10 a month, $25 producers. We're going to go over those this week. Thank you guys for going into that producer category. So, Harry Steve, who says AEW buying Ring of Honor. See, I just think it's like, okay, whatever. Now, will they change? Maybe I don't think they're going to change the Friday Night Rampage show to Ring of Honor. I think they're going to do Ring of Honor in a different way. They're almost going to treat it like their underground, their minor league team, like their AA baseball team, So Ring of Honor potentially, right, will still take place maybe on the Sinclair networks, or will take place on YouTube or somewhere. I don't know where it's going to take place, or multiple places. Hell, they might even do a Ring of Honor night on AEW. I don't know. They'll do Ring of Honor this or Code of Honor that or something like that. I don't know. But whatever. It's not a big deal to me. It's nice, and I hope that they utilize the library in a fun way. I'm glad it's in the hands of somebody who cares about it. That's so important. You know, that's the thing you really care about. Is it's in the hands of a guy like Tony Khan. And I know we made fun of some of this tonight, but it's in the hands of a guy who loves wrestling, who loves the product, who knows it. So I'm very happy that a company like Ring of Honor's history and lineage will be protected by a guy like Tony Khan. Now, how long it gets protected for, who knows? But, you know, hopefully there's some kind of a DVD and Blu-ray or streaming thing that all gets done. You know, I hope that happens so people can save the memories and things like that. And maybe they can do some new stuff. I don't know what they're going to do. You know? I'm not sure. But we'll see. It's Joe's time of the month. Thank God, not Vince. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, at least Vince has a bunch of, Vince has a bunch of archives too that he's put up. So, I mean, that's not so bad either. As long as somebody with power and the ability to put out these products and things like that, has it, that's what's important to me. And Vince, Vince has that. So, that part I like. I wouldn't mind if Vince had it either.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
But I mean, Tony understands it.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Tony Khan buying Raw for over $60 million while Vince bought WCW and ECW for less than a tenth of that is fucking ridiculous. AOL and Time Warner just threw that shit for pennies while Khan had to pay top dollar for basically a media library.
Okay, so I'm going to defend this right now. Here's why. Okay. I'm going to explain this. Okay. So, let's say, okay, I get that, Soundwave. Thank you, Soundwave, for the donation, man. Thanks for all the help tonight, man. Thank you. Here's why I believe... Star Trek wanted to put their library... Star Trek wanted to put one of their shows on Netflix for $150 million. Netflix laughed at them and countered with $20 million. I think something like that. And they wouldn't even go down to 60. Netflix has purchased, various shows like that, or would produce a show, a sports show, say, for $10 to $20 million. So, Hulu, for all we know, Hulu was looking to buy the library. HBO could have been looking to buy the library. Somebody like that. So anybody, amount of people could have been looking to buy the library. Hell, Crackle or whatever it was paid like $100,000 for that famous B wrestling show that was filmed in 2 weeks and has called season 1. That I forget who it was, Crackle or Crackbox or Crackhead or something like that. They paid like $100,000 for that. So, it's not that crazy to think that, some people were offering Ring of Honor money, and Ring of Honor may have been in a bidding war about it. Or, Ring of Honor could have said, hey, man, we've got 20 years of a catalog. We could add that to your streaming service. Peacock, what did Peacock buy the WWE Network for? It was like $1 billion or billions or something, right? Am I wrong? Am I not correct? So Peacock, I could see offering Ring of Honor like $30, $40, $50 million for that catalog. Nikki J, the Weed God, is here. So that's why, Soundwave, I believe that Tony Khan said, I don't want to get in a bidding war. I don't want none of that other stuff. I want to buy it for $60 million. That or Ring of Honor was like, no, we're not going to sell. We don't want to sell. It would have to be a lot because there's streaming services out there. And, we potentially could get up to like millions of dollars, like $50 million to $100 million maybe, And Tony Khan probably was like, listen, you're probably not going to get $100 million. Maybe you get 30, 40 million. And they're like, yeah, but maybe in a couple years we'd get 60 or 70 million. Something like that. And then Tony Khan probably said, hey, I'll tell you what. You sell me Ring of Honor, I'll give you $60 million. Or Ring of Honor went to Tony Khan and said, hey, how much would you want to buy Ring of Honor for? And Tony Khan probably said, I don't know, like $5 million. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll probably just relaunch it somehow. And he's like, well, what would it take to buy Ring of Honor? And they're like, somewhere around, 70 million. And Tony Khan was like, damn, I'll give you 60 million. How about that? And then they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Have it. All right. So one of those type of conversations happened, I would think. Something like one of those three different options. But either way, the point is that the libraries are worth more than ever, which is weird. If I went out tomorrow and I put on and I filmed, I took like $50,000 and I filmed a show where I scared people at the park. There's a potential if I had like 40 episodes of it and it was like really good or decent, even decent, and I could shop that around and say like scared at the park, it's a funny show and I filmed it, and like I pitched it to like these companies. Some streaming network would probably buy it, maybe, or if it was in the right demographic of what they're looking for, somebody might buy it, or like whatever. Oh, and they would, and no matter what the show is, like Ninja Warrior dildo practice, or like baseball in the park, or extreme wrestling, or whatever the show is that you make, a lot of these places, you have the ability to make probably about $100,000 to potentially $20 million. Hell, those Ghost Hunter, some Ghost Hunter show that's out. Those guys put on a season on YouTube. They put, and they didn't have a deal with YouTube. They just made a show, put it up on YouTube, and then Netflix offered them a fucking deal. They made a show on their own. And then it's like, dude, media and stuff nowadays is almost like how bands used to be. You put out music, and a label comes along and says, hey, we want to buy you and, promote your band and sign you. Well, if you have a good idea for a show and you put it on YouTube and it's good, someone's going to come along looking to buy you. Or put your show on their streaming thing, because so many people are looking for streaming things. Like, it's crazy. And so this retarded ghost show, which is just stupid as hell, these guys are all multimillionaires now. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Netflix offered these people like $30 million. You know what I mean? These guys each made $3 million, and then their show overall gets millions of dollars in a budget. That's nuts. And Netflix did that. Never mind going down to Hulu, Amazon, Crackle, YouTube Premium if they're still looking for things. I mean, their Karate Kid shit hit the roof, and then they sold it to Netflix. That was fire, too. Great idea. So the idea that, Ring of Honor is going to get $60 million from Tony, I get that's weird. That Vince, but the reason why is because at the time, nobody wanted WCW on their TV programming. And the people that did, they wanted it for like shit. We'd have WCW, but we can only pay a couple $100,000, whatever. And Vince McMahon said, well, I'll buy it. Who else is on the table? Nobody, really? What did Vince buy WCW for? $2.5 million. So, a couple of TV networks and maybe some other networks offered $1 million, offered $500,000. And Vince McMahon, someone, he was like, I'll give you $2.5 million. And he bought it. Now, if there were streaming services out when WCW existed, you can bet your ass that somebody would have bought it. Somebody would have bought WCW for probably $100 million these days. Either Amazon or Netflix. I don't think Disney would mess around with that, although they had a relationship there. But probably Amazon or Netflix or Hulu would have bought WCW for $50 to $100 million if that existed then and WCW happened. So that's just true. That's just that's just what's going on. I mean, don't you feel bad for ECW? Don't you imagine Paul E, Paul Heyman Paul Heyman's probably thinking, fuck, if ECW had gone out of business in the 90s and the streaming services were around, we could have gotten out of all of our debt. And he would have. Dude, he could have sold ECW to a streaming service for like, or to Tony Khan, for like $60 million. And instead, the guy had to settle for peanuts and to get rid of his debt. Vince basically took care of, Paul Heyman's debt and, that he owed from ECW and then gave him a job. Paul Heyman probably only has a couple $100,000 in the bank right now. Or maybe he's got more than that. Maybe he's got, $300,000 to $500,000, maybe $500,000, $1 million bucks. I don't know. But he didn't have a lot back when ECW was purchased. Because he owed everything and everybody. So, I think Paul Heyman is getting about $2 million over 3 years. So that's what, 36? So it's like $55,000 a month. Is that what that is? He's getting like $55,000 a month. It's pretty good. So yeah, Heyman probably has almost $1 million bucks in the bank. Back when he was in debt, probably crazy. He probably still owes people money at this point too. There's no way Tony Khan spent $20 to $40 million on dead Ring of Honor, even if he has the money. People are saying that on Twitter. Well, Mongo, I went and tweeted you there to tell you why. So that's why I'm telling you that it's possible. So according to a new report from Fightful, Ring of Honor is evaluated at 10 to 20 times more than all these people are tweeting about this. Guys, can you please clip me talking about this and send it to anybody who doesn't understand? No, do you not know how streaming services work? I'm telling you, man, that's why Ring of Honor, if Ring of Honor was really $60 million, and maybe that's a lie, because even I do agree that seems a lot, right? Like I could see 10 million, 5, 10, 15, 20 million, 30 million, but 60 million is a lot. I mean, maybe it's really 30, and he said 60. I don't know. He's trying to pump up the brand. But I'm telling you guys that streaming services pay a lot of money for content. It's not about what you think it's worth. It's about a library of stuff that people can watch. If they think 500,000 wrestling fans or 20,000 wrestling fans will binge watch that on their network. So if they project numbers of 20,000 people, 20,000 people they're going to keep Netflix forever so they can watch Ring of Honor all the time, then they're kind of happy to do it. You know what I'm saying? That ends up being, I don't know, bro. Maybe the projections are higher. I'm not sure. Maybe they feel wrestling fans will tune into it. I don't know how many fans of Ring of Honor there are. I say 20,000, but I mean, I don't look at the numbers. So maybe the numbers are higher. Maybe they think it's 200,000. They think 200,000 people in the U.S. will watch Netflix to see Ring of Honor, over the course of 10 years. And a lot of them will stay subscribed to Netflix for that content, but really what it is not about that. Ring of Honor isn't the thing that sells Netflix. It's one of the things that's an added thing on top. Like to produce a big show with, season, like 10 seasons of a show, because you probably consider Ring of Honor 20 seasons, right? 20 years, 20 seasons. So if Ring of Honor has 20 seasons, to produce a 20-season show on Netflix is going to cost them somewhere between $80 million, maybe $100 million, maybe $80 million, maybe $50 million. So Netflix might offer Ring of Honor $40 to $50 million. Hey, it would cost us $50 million to produce a show. And whether that's producing it themselves or buying something that already exists, either way, it costs that amount of money. It's in their budget to do it. Hey, we've got $1 billion we can spend, guys. Go out and find us 20 to 30, 10, 20, 30 shows that fit the budget and fit the landscape of what we're doing. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. Contracts are constantly running up that they purchase, too. They purchased a show for whatever. Runs up, someone else buys it, or they just drop it, whatever the case is. So this makes a lot of sense if you think about it. It's not that crazy. So if Netflix was like, hey, Ring of Honor, we would love to buy 20 seasons, all 20 years of you, all the things, and put it up on Netflix. Sounds good? We can do $50 million. We can do $40 million. We can do $30 million. Well, then Tony Khan says, I'll give you $60 million. I'll buy Ring of Honor. I'll give you $60 million. Boom. That's how it happened. If that's true and that's the real numbers and stuff, that's what happened. Now, I do find it hard to believe that, Netflix, would have offered $50 million to Ring of Honor when they wouldn't even offer more than $30 million to Star Trek. A little crazy. But I mean, they've bought like Dan's Pancake Farm show for like $150 million or like $90 million or $40 million, like goofy shows. So, it's about quantity. Take fucking $1 billion and we need 15 shows of hundreds of episodes of 100 things and put it up there. Anything that ever had a minor following, too.
Super Chat Party!
Oh, yeah?
Tony Khan sounds like guy from My Left Foot movie.
He does he does sound like that. Thank you, Mr. Pico Boulevard. I mean, think about it. Famous B and his group of whatever in California, they shot that 2-week show, 2 weeks, season 1. And what was it, Crackle or something? We got to get Famous B on the show so we can watch his show. We really got to watch what he did and review it. They purchased it for like $100,000. It's probably why Famous B only got paid like $4,000, or whatever he got paid. But that's what I'm saying. People are out there buying shit to put on their network. You never heard of it.
Yeah, we got a new subscriber. Yeah, freak out. I want to thank Jack Hole for subscribing. Yeah, I just rolled over the narcissist on top of Elizabeth. Yeah, and she smells dead as a doornail. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Macho Man. That's absolutely uncalled for. Have some respect, damn it. Wow, the Macho Man is really sick. Really a sick individual, folks. So we heard he put Slim Jims up his slim anus. More about that later. Jack Hole, thanks for subbing. Famous B. Woo! Robin Banks is here. What's up? Good to see you, man. Robin Banks, man. We're going to go to the donos. People are dropping some donations to help my show stay on the air and help pay me, man. Thank you. It means so much after the bad day I had. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
What up, POTUS?
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
You want to do this?
I'll be honest. I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
I'll take a fucking bite out of your head.
My fellow Americans, we are looking to punish coughs twice Putin. He is acting irrational, clears throat irration, coughs irrationally. We stand in solidarity with Ukraine and we will get him. Putin's time is up, coughs, drinks water, God bless America.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Boom! Much appreciated. Here comes the
Michael in Batista.
Joe Biden, thank you.
The matter is he probably got injured. Yeah, he might have been injured. Batista with elbows and shots to the back on Shawn Michaels, and now Batista right hand to Michaels.
Well, I appreciate the dono, man. Tony Khan appreciates you. You know, when you think about it. Look at that. The face that only a wrestling fan could love.
What's going on, everybody? I just want to let you know, guys, that I have got home from my other work, and I will be live tonight after AEW Dynamite. And
we're gonna have
I want to hear some more drunk Tony Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, drunk Tony Khan.
big week. This is the biggest week in the history of this company. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is the biggest week in the history of the company? I don't know if I believe that, but pretty cool week, I guess.
We're on the road to revolution.
We're on the road to WrestleMania. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Oh no. Imagine if he did that. Imagine if he said that, bro.
Pay-per-view and had a revolution.
I love Tony, man. I love this guy. This is fucking hilarious. We're on the road to revolution. Man, oh, that'd been so good if he did that.
I have a huge announcement tonight.
I'm absolutely loaded on Jack Daniels.
It's something big, and I really appreciate you all being here. You know, when we started AEW 3 years ago, it was out in that parking lot. And I know a lot of you were here at the very beginning out there. At the very beginning. Well, it was about 17 years before that, another wrestling company started. A wrestling company known as ROH. Ring of Honor. And I've been a fan of Ring of Honor for a
Oh my God, bro. He sounds blasted right here.
long time. A huge fan. So you can imagine I'm very excited because today I signed a deal. I just became the new owner of Ring of Honor.
I'm also really hammered.
Shane's not here. There's no Shane. It's me. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Ring of Honor, 20 years ago, last week, they launched with an era of honor. One of the biggest events they ever had. And the first show, the Era of Honor begins. The main event, you were there? Well, you know who else was there? And he was out in the parking lot.
He was hammered. John Moxley. Jesus. Well, that was pretty entertaining for me. I gotta be honest. Like, it was pretty fun. Pretty entertaining. Pretty fun stuff. I had a good time. Great time. Look at the concerned look on Tony's face there. I mean, he looks a little worried. I mean, he looks worried about what he's doing. Will they like it? You know, I don't know. What if they don't like it? Yeah. What a time. What a time. Thank you. Thank you, Joe Biden, for the $10 donation. It's good to hear from you, Joe. You were there. He sounds great, though, kind of. You know, when you think about it, he sounds pretty good. But anyway, we've, you know, there was nothing better than MJF and CM Punk. I mean, this guy hung a person by a dog collar. A bloodied Punk. Punk looked like a dead scarecrow or something. You know? I mean, this is every tampon's dream right here. To be honest. That looks beautiful. By the way, tomorrow night, Thursday night, tomorrow night, return of the show that you guys have been waiting for. That's right, Thursday night, Beat the Clock. And the time to beat is like 7 hours or something. I don't know what it is. But last week's was like it's 3 weeks ago now. So Thursday night, Beat the Clock. We'll start with 25 minutes. I'll have some topics and I'll go over them. And we'll see how long the fun lasts. Thursday night, Beat the Clock returns tomorrow night. And Friday night, Monetize This. And we'll see what happens on the weekend. But I give AEW tonight, man. I thought the Thunder Rosa match with the women. I mean, Thunder Rosa is great. I love her. I will never find a fault with Thunder Rosa. But for the most part, Britt and, you know, I don't know. I hope that Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker can match that classic that they had live on Dynamite that time. I mean, they had such a classic. It was so great. I hope that they're able to do something like that. The other two, Mercedes Martinez looked a mess, you know, during this. The women's match just was a bit sloppy. Wasn't a big fan of that. They're really setting up the Wardlow situation with MJF. Big slap. Big slap. I mean, that's probably coming after the CM Punk rivalry. He'll be able to go on to Wardlow, and Punk will be able to go on to somewhere else. Cowboy shit Adam Page is just, I couldn't care about him at all. But he's fun in the ring a bit. And they had a little bit of a nice main event, I suppose, but I didn't care that much. I really didn't. All the bad guys coming out on top tonight, going home into the Sunday night Revolution AEW, or Saturday night, whatever it is. Is it Sunday or Saturday now? Fuck, I forget. Somebody tell me in the chat. In fact, I hope it's Sunday night, because if it's Sunday, well, fuck, either way I might be screwed. I don't even know, man. I may never sleep again. I may never eat again. But Revolution will be fun, whether it's Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Sunday, though. This has to be a Tony Khan something. I don't know what that is. I enjoyed AEW, though. And I'd probably give AEW like a 6 out of 10 tonight. You know, I'm sure some people gave it a little bit below. Some people probably gave it a higher grade. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was nice enough. Pretty good go-home show. Some people had better showings than others. You know? It's Sunday. Adam Page was pretty good, man. Adam Page really reminds me of Shawn Michaels when Shawn Michaels was younger. You know, like when he was younger, when he was just turned on Jannetty, kind of. You know, just turned on Jannetty. And he was going into that, except for Adam Page is a face. That's the difference. He reminds me of a really pretty solid mid-card guy. And it surprises me that he's the champion. Just blows my mind. You know, I just don't feel like he's the AEW champion, nor should he be. Yet. That's how I feel about him. I even feel like Adam Cole could be champion. But I don't know why. Adam Page, it's weird. I don't know why. I like that they duct taped him to the ropes, though. Sunday, March 6th, baby. Be ready for that. 7 out of 10. I enjoyed most of it, says Paul 3. What up, Paul? I watched the announcement and effed off. Damn. I waxed my carrot to Nancy Pelosi. Somebody said that. I don't know. It's a weird thing to say. You know? Not really sure why you would say that. That's a little bizarre. You tell him, Tony Khan.
Hello, are gonna take over, brother. WWE is done.
AEW and ROH are going to take over, yeah, with their 1.5 million mark. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it in a way, but it's not that big a deal to me. Mark Milano, thanks for donating, man. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm glad that Ring of Honor is with AEW. It makes sense. You know, Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor. It's pretty good. I like it. I like that it's in good hands, you know? I really am happy that it's in good hands. It'll be interesting to see what they end up doing with it, you know? But we'll see.
Up there, at the very beginning, well, it was about 17 years before that, another wrestling company started. A wrestling company known as ROH. Ring of Honor. And I've been a fan of Ring of Honor for a long time, a huge fan. So you can imagine I'm very
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Oh, shit, Botch Club. 316, 24 hours only. The official Botch Club 316 t-shirt will be available from sizes small to XXX for 24 hours only. Check it out on Botch Club's Instagram page. Hell yeah. I can't even do Stone Cold right now. Let's go check out Botch Club. Botch Club, what's been up, man? Botch Club, baby. On Instagram. Whoa. You guys can go to Botch Club's Instagram and buy the best t-shirt I've ever seen from Botch Club. And you got to get ready to sign up because we need that Jimmy Miranda award, baby.
I've been a fan of Ring of Honor for a long time, a huge fan. So you can imagine I'm very excited because today I signed a deal. I just became the new owner of Ring of Honor.
Vince looks happy about it, everybody.
Mr. McMahon and I've been a fan of Ring.
There it is on Botch Club. Mr. McMahon reacting to the news that Tony Khan has purchased Ring of Honor. It's a pretty crazy announcement. Pretty crazy stuff. And Vince McMahon looks very excited about it. I got to be honest. Looks pretty happy. Well, 6 out of 10 for me. For AEW tonight. Mark Milano is a dumb mark, says Greg Grandelli. Well, screw you. He gave me $1. I like him. Why don't you give me $1? Or more accurately, why don't your mother give me $1? Sorry. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, the JCS is in the WWE 2K22. I can't believe how funny that is that's gone on. That's pretty awesome. I can't believe JCS is in a video game. Like, I mean, yeah, it's just a picture, but I'm going to live forever in a video game, guys, because of whoever made that sign gets to kind of live forever because that's their sign and they're in the thing. You're going to live forever in WWE 2K22, the video game. And I'm going to live forever in the game. I'm already going to live forever at WrestleMania. Joe Cronin Show is going to live even when my channel's gone. I'm gone. I don't make any money anymore, and I'm dead because I'm a loser. JCS is going to live at WrestleMania forever. That's amazing. Pretty excited about that. You know what I mean? Anyway, that being said, man, I give it a 6 out of 10 tonight. I hope you guys hit that like button. Give me your ratings in the chat. Let me know what you thought tonight about AEW. And I have a lot of work to do again tonight and tomorrow. But hopefully tomorrow night we'll be good to go for Beat the Clock starting as soon as I can tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to that. And, Ring of Honor, AEW was nice, man. It was nice enough today. It was probably the shining moment of the day, Even though it was a 6 out of 10, it was still the shining, moment of the day, man. So I look forward to Picard Season 2 to see how SJW it is, or hopefully they made it better than the first season of Picard, because that was 70% trash, but we'll see if they fixed it. But that won't air on the East Coast till 3 a.m., so I'll be going to bed since they can't just put it out at midnight. Thanks very much for that, California scumbags. But so I will probably watch it tomorrow at some point. Tony Khan is a gem, national treasure for his speech. And I'm ready to go to bed. I'm very tired. And I'm sorry that I'm not as hyper anymore as I used to be. Being that I'm tired. It sucks to have no energy. To be able to do another hour or half hour like I used to be able to. So that's all I got. Can't really muster any more out of myself here. Trying to, but I just don't have the. I'm falling asleep talking. So, entropy. It all takes over everything and everybody, and eventually entropy will take over you. Congrats, Tony Khan, tonight. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now, Zombie 13, take us away. With the Jeff Hardy theme, him being drunk at a bar somewhere.
Time is coming, going forward. 1,000 red signs.
MJF and CM Punk both wearing white was a great call, by the way. Good call. Didn't go unnoticed.
Mystery